Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Carter. Before you plan any outdoor burning this afternoon or maybe this weekend, officials urging you to check the fire danger first. The DNR says 170 wildfires have already burned over 450 acres this year. That is 4 times more than average. Dry weather and gusty winds expected today and tomorrow could make those conditions that much worse. Burn permit suspensions now in effect across several southern and central Wisconsin counties. And right now, Fort McCoy is conducting planned burns on its south post. These carefully managed fires help prevent larger wildfires, create better homes for wildlife, and clear out unwanted plant species. Military officials say it's all part of keeping both the environment and training areas safe.
Hey, all right, my friend, as we get into it here, a look ahead for today. As we get into the noon hour, you'll see temperatures riding out of the 50s, going into the 60s pretty much all the way through the day. So we're widespread 60s for everybody for La Crosse. Eau Claire will follow suit as well. They'll pop in just around, say, the 2 o'clock hour, getting into the 60s, widespread, taking it into at least the 4 o'clock hour and beyond, holding on to some temperatures that you'll see in the middle 60s for our high today. How about this tonight, though? A lunar eclipse, that blood moon comes in, kicks in about 12:09 for the start of that, and then kicks into total eclipse by the time we get into 1:26 a.m., carrying over to the maximum eclipse at 1:58. So folks may want to stay up and see that. Get out and enjoy it, because tomorrow's going to be one of those days where you're going to be seeing record-breaking temperatures, possibly 77 degrees I have right now. I may have to change that a bit, though, but we're looking at La Crosse beating a record back in 2012. Eau Claire may not follow suit, but they'll have a good time being in those 70s. Widespread, in fact, you can see that, starting out in partly cloudy skies, then picking up mostly cloudy skies going into your forecast. Severe storms coming on in, and that's going to put us into a severe alert day. As you can see, it's from Friday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., damaging winds. That threat will continue to be the greatest down along I-90 down to the south. When I come back, I'll have you a better view of how that will all shake out, so please stick around.
And a reminder, you can track weather on your block by downloading the First Warn Weather app. You can find that in the App Store or on Google Play. An ambitious timeline announced for a new healthcare facility coming to Chippewa Falls. Aspirus health officials say they'll open their doors in less than 18 months by the fall of 2026. The new facility will be built north of Chippewa Crossing Boulevard near Highway 29. Aspirus says they're stepping in to fill the gap left when St. Joseph Hospital closed. The new center will offer primary care, emergency services, and inpatient care for Chippewa Valley residents and beyond. Local women are building homes and hope today at Habitat for Humanity's annual Women Build event. The 3-day construction blitz will continue tomorrow and Saturday at sites in Stoddard and La Crosse's north side on Avon Street. No construction experience is needed to join the dozens of volunteers already working. Today's efforts include a special garage renovation project, transforming it into usable space for a local family.
Getting some of the nails reinforced and taking down some boards that really weren't very functional and replacing them, cutting new ones, getting to use the saws to do that. And so that has probably been the focus of a lot of our time.
If you want to volunteer tomorrow or Saturday, visit habitatlacrosse.org. Fort McCoy officially changed command this morning in a historic ceremony. The military installation transitioned from Army Material Command to the 88th Readiness Division. Leaders held a special patching ceremony at 10 a.m., continuing a tradition that dates back more than 100 years. Major General Joseph Ricciardi led today's event as Fort McCoy's senior commander.
I think it's great that the lineage of the 88th Division will live on and have more people to promote all the great things that those members of the 88th Division have done all the way since World War I.
The 88th Readiness Division now oversees Army Reserve operations across 19 states. Elementary and middle school students from across the area got a unique hands-on field trip to learn about the science of food production. The nonprofit organization GROW hosted the students in a greenhouse at Western Technical College today. They explored topics like nutrient level testing, photosynthesis, and sustainability.
So the importance of these lessons are to give opportunities not only to show students how food is grown, but to give them experiences among their peers that are positive experiences, trying new things and trying foods that maybe they see on the school lunch line, but they really haven't had the opportunity to taste those things in their own homes. So this is a way to normalize healthy eating and really make a positive impact on their health overall.
During the field trip season from January through the end of March, GROW typically sees about 1,600 students come out and in and out, that is, of their facilities. Trump administration officials are talking trade today as new U.S. tariffs are triggering retaliatory measures from key allies. Natalie Brand has the latest for us from the White House.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio is in Canada facing G7 partners amid an escalating trade war among allies.
Mr. Secretary, what's your message to Canada?
Writing on Truth Social Thursday, President Trump slammed the EU for a 50% tariff on whiskey, saying if it's not removed, the U.S. will put a 200% tariff on all wines and other alcohols from Europe.
We want to protect the American worker, that a lot of these trade deals haven't been fair.
The Trump administration is also taking aim at environmental regulations beefed up under the Biden administration. The EPA announced plans to roll back rules on pollution, electric vehicles, and air quality, said the agency would reconsider the 2009 scientific finding that greenhouse gases are a danger to the public. The administration says the moves are aimed at cutting costs, but they're expected to face legal challenges.
They are taking us back to the 1960s, from before the times when we had regulations that actually cleaned up our water, protect people from across our country from cancer-causing agents in our air.
Today is the deadline for the EPA and other federal agencies to submit plans for mass layoffs as part of the ongoing efforts to downsize the federal government. Over on Capitol Hill, lawmakers are staring down a Friday deadline to avert a partial government shutdown.
Democrats need to decide if they're going to support funding legislation that came over from the House or if they're going to shut down the government. So far, it's looking like they plan to shut it down.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says there aren't the votes to advance the House-passed funding bill, proposing a smaller and shorter stopgap measure instead to give lawmakers more time to negotiate. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Still to come for us at noon, why inflation is lower than economists were expecting and which areas are seeing the biggest price changes, and the good news that has this company in high spirits.
Protect yourself from the harsh sun with Sonesta retractable awnings and solar screens from Asher Laston Exteriors. Use promo code 15 and receive up to 20% off your entire project. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. Moving piles of earth, towing up to 4,000 pounds, cutting millions of blades of grass. We could keep trying to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a deer. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Around here, neighbors come together to make each other better. We're taking the same approach with healthcare. Gunderson Health System and Bellin Health have come together to form Amplify Health, giving you more of what's important in healthcare. More caring, more listening, more to feel good about on your way to feeling better. Overall, just a little more heart. Amplify Health by Gunderson. A little empathy changes everything.
As the chill of winter sets in, there's nothing like the warmth and ambiance of a fireplace to transform your home into a cozy haven. If you've been dreaming of adding a fireplace or upgrading your current one, now is the perfect time. At La Crosse Fireplace Company, our winter sale offers the opportunity to bring comfort and style to your home at fantastic prices. Stop in this month and save 15% off on the fireplace you've always wanted. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
It was just a one-time thing. That's what Brad Schimmel said when he gave a, quote, sweet bargain to a man who sexually assaulted a 10-year-old girl. The sex predator served just 18 months in prison for his crime and got out. A few weeks ago, he was convicted of sexually assaulting a child again. And that was just one time Brad Schimmel let a sex predator loose on our kids. So why would we ever give him another chance? Brad Schimmel, too extreme for the Supreme Court.
Protect yourself from the harsh sun with Sonesta retractable awnings and solar screens from Asher Lassen Exteriors. Use promo code 15 and receive up to 20% off your entire project. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
In your noon consumer news today, the latest federal inflation report beating economists' expectations, though the clock is still ticking toward a possible partial government shutdown if Congress doesn't act by tomorrow. CBS News' Jesse Mitchell has the latest for us from New York.
The latest Consumer Price Index report shows prices jumped 2.8% in February compared to the same time last year. Slightly less than economists had forecast. The report showed grocery prices continue to rise, especially the cost of eggs, while gas prices have fallen. Economists warn President Donald Trump's trade tariffs could potentially push prices back up. The nation is moving closer to a potential partial government shutdown on Friday. Senate Democrats are warning Republicans don't have enough bipartisan support to approve a House-passed spending bill. Democratic leaders say the current GOP bill is too partisan. They're pushing for a continuing resolution to fund the government for 30 days to buy time to continue talks toward longer-term legislation. At least one Senate Republican, Kentucky's Rand Paul, says he will not support the House bill. And Spirit Airlines announced it has exited Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The company says it has shed a lot of the debt and has received more than $350 million in equity investment, some aimed at enhancing the guest experience. The budget carrier filed for bankruptcy late last year after a failed attempt to merge with JetBlue.
Look at Spirit coming out on top. All right, coming up for us, why people that are sleep deprived and depressed are more likely to believe in conspiracy theories. We'll have those details for you. First, we'll take a live look at what's happening right now on Wall Street. Another day in the red, unfortunately. Stay with us. We're back after this.
You wouldn't buy the first vehicle you saw.
Trust me, it's perfectly safe.
I'll take it. So don't hire the first personal injury lawyer you call.
Trust me.
Where do I sign? Object to anything less than the best. Call BGR.
Tax refund season is here, and Wesco on Sparta is making it more fun than ever. Dreaming of a brand new sectional or that comfy bed you've been eyeing? Now's the time to treat yourself. Save 20% all month long on furniture and bedding, just in time to make your home the talk of the group chat. Have fun with your tax refund and make your space shine with Wesco and Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Tell them Peyton sent you.
When my sister was murdered 15 years ago, Brad Schimmel kept his promise to us. He told us he was going to get us justice, and he did. When I see these commercials attacking him, I have a lot to say about that, because Brad would kneel next to my mom and hold her hands. And you're going to tell me that's a person that doesn't care about victims? I'm sorry, that is not true. Brad puts victims first, and that's the type of person that should be in the Wisconsin Supreme Court.
Hiring the wrong personal injury attorney can cost you a lot. Researching personal injury attorneys costs you nothing. We're confident that your research will lead you to buy Goff and Rohde. BGR, object to anything less than the best.
In In your medical news today, young adults who experience food insecurity could develop heart problems later in life. A study by Northwestern found people experiencing hunger or a lack of healthy food have a 41% greater chance of developing heart disease in midlife. The study's authors say addressing hunger now could make a big difference in healthcare in the years to come. Food insecurity affects 1 in 8 U.S. households. Watching more than 2 hours of TV a day is bad for your heart. A study by the American Heart Association shows people who had more sedentary lifestyles, including spending 2 or more hours daily in front of the screen, had a 12% greater risk of developing cardiovascular disease. Doctors suggest limiting TV to an hour or less daily to reduce that risk. People who are depressed or sleep deprived are more likely to believe conspiracy theories. A study by the University of Nottingham showed participants an article about a conspiracy theory. People with poor sleep quality and depression were more likely to fall for the false conspiracy theory than others. Doctors say sleep is crucial for mental health and cognitive functioning. As we head to break, we'll take a live look from CityCam 8. Art is in next with a look at our forecast.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Big truck. College, tuition, bills. Someday I'll get that new truck.
This is just where we're at right now. Someday you'll get that big truck.
We've waited 40 years for this Denali, and it's beautiful. Is the big truck next?
Some kids just never grow up.
For over 25 years, Window World's provided quality products for homeowners around the country, including windows and doors. Every window we sell is custom made for optimal energy efficiency and superior durability. Plus, a vinyl finish means they'll never need painting. Just like our windows, entry doors from Window World are made to last, featuring a durable fiberglass construction that provides up to 4 times the insulation value of wood. When it comes time for new windows or doors, trust America's exterior remodeler. Trust Window World.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
All right, well, welcome back here as we get into it here. We are looking at the possibility of severe weather working into our forecast, perhaps an isolated thunderstorm or at least an isolated tornado moving in the forecast here, as you can see in the region. Why? Because we're in a slight risk for severe weather here, as you can see. Up in Eau Claire is a marginal risk for severe weather, so that's a lighter risk. Down to the south by Waterloo, that's an enhanced risk. In fact, just underneath that is a moderate risk for severe weather in the forecast. So that means that's some severe stuff that's going to really cause some trouble for a lot of folks there. As we get into it, an alert day is for tomorrow. You can see from 8 p.m. going to 11 p.m. damaging winds in the forecast. Mostly the greatest threat is south of I-90, and I'll get that out in just a moment here. But let's take a quick peek here what we're going at. I'm going to give you a couple of views of what's happening, but first we'll start off with this one for looking up, or at least looking down at it. You're going to see the first batch of that comes in as we go into the 10 o'clock, 11:30 hour here. That continues to sweep across La Crosse. Most of that's coming out of the Decorah area and also just just a little bit north of Prairie du Chien. That starts to work its way around. Now that's the area of low pressure that is slowly but surely starting to get a little bit closer. We take a bit of a break, you can see, as we go through Saturday at 3:30 in the morning. Most of that rainfall is getting pushed out to the sides. Then that comes back with the area of low pressure right here wrapped around us, and that continues to push more of that moisture and the possibility of more of that potentially severe weather trying to get into the forecast area from damaging winds working into our zones. That also kicks out, goes up to Wausau, and starts to move northward. You're also going to see that's going to affect areas by Sparta, Black River Falls. You've got Shelby in there as well as Tomah. It tracks to the north where there's light to moderate showers up to the north by Eau Claire and Ladysmith. That kicks out as well, and then we get into a break. So I want to show you what's happening. We'll give you another view of this as we get into the 4 o'clock for today. You're looking at temperatures in the 50s, widespread to some 60s in the forecast. As we go to the 4 o'clock hour, clouds will start to really pick up as we go into the evening. So it will be kind of tough to see the blood red moon here moving to the forecast. We get into it here. We're also going to see in the early morning, this is not a severe threat here, but we may have a little blip moving in, light to moderate showers working into the forecast, continue to blossom up as we go to Black River Falls. Sparta's in there as well. Shelby, Tomah, you guys are all in there. Eau Claire might even get touched by that. That tracks out to the north by 7 a.m. You're seeing the clouds also pick up a little bit. We take a break from that hour from 8 o'clock now all the way into 4 o'clock on Friday. No rainfall, no nothing in there, just dry air and warmer conditions. We're looking at 74 now for La Crosse. Things have changed a bit. These are numbers have upgraded. 73 degrees in Eau Claire. Then we get into the 10 o'clock hour as we go into Friday night. That's when the severe weather threat starts to happen all the way down to the south of I-90 as we mentioned before. That continues to track up to the north going towards Black River Falls and up to Eau Claire and Ladysmith. Another break ensues 5:30 in the morning, and that area of low pressure is still with us. You see that circulation, but it dives up to the north, or I should say tracks to the north, pulling more of that moisture around us again with light to moderate rainfall. That continues to move through the forecast again, and as you can see, that continues to drive drier air into the forecast after that. Yeah, about a ½ inch of rainfall, possibly less as we go into it. Snow's looking pretty meager as well as we get into the forecast. Once we go into the next few days, though, this is what I have for you. You've got warmer air coming into the forecast. We're also be seeing the possibility of, again, record-breaking temperatures getting closer for us. And as we carry over into the next 8 days, well, we're going to be seeing conditions to be a little bit on the warmer side for Sunday, slightly, and then by St. Patrick's Day, we're much warmer. Get out and enjoy that. That looks to be a lot of fun.
Yes, and tomorrow should be nice and warm, nice and toasty.
Toasty.
Yes, looking forward to it. No, got to break out all the summer gear, I guess. Thank you, Art. Still to come, an unexpected four-legged visitor making himself at home at the La Crosse Public Library. We'll have the adorable story for you after the break.
Welcome to Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique. Whether you're a gourmet cook or an aspiring foodie, we have something for your style and taste. See our selection of gourmet cookware, bakeware, and appliances. Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique. Stop in today and tell them Peyton sent you.
When my sister was murdered 15 years ago, Brad Schimmel kept his promise to us. He told us he was going to get us justice, and he did. When I see these commercials attacking him, I have a lot to say about that, because Brad would kneel next to my mom and hold her hands. And you're going to tell me that's a person that doesn't care about victims? I'm sorry, that is not true. Brad puts victims first, and that's the type of person that should be in the Wisconsin Supreme Court.
Here at Carl's, you'll find the top name brand appliances.
During our Slam Dunk Savings Event, save up to $2,000 instantly on major appliances. Plus, get up to $3,000 in vendor rebates. Purchase an LG 4-piece kitchen package and get this LG 55-inch TV free.
The hot buys are right here, right now at Carl's.
Save on Serta mattresses.
All TVs are on sale.
The spring grill shipments have arrived.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger.
You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
What will you find at Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique? Everything you need and more. See our selection of Polish pottery, cookware, olive oils and vinegar, and our gadget wall. Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique, located inside Wesco and Sparta. Tell them Peyton sent you.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Welcome back. A furry friend decided to brush up on his reading skills at La Crosse's public library earlier this week. Take a look. The missing pup strolled right through the doors. Librarians even put him to work. He even sported his own staff shirt while helping check out books. Library staff says he charmed everyone in the building before being reunited with his relieved owner. So he was found and claimed. There he is in his little shirt. I love that. He's working at the counter. So a perfect fairy tale ending for the pup. We're happy to hear that. Art is back with the final check of your weather when we come back.
It's the 10-pound mega March sale at Holman Locker and Meat Market. Save on ground beef, chicken breast, and chuck roast. Please call to order. Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality, local meat.
Protect yourself from the harsh sun with Sonesta retractable awnings and solar screens from Asher Lasting Exteriors. With over 150 fabrics to choose from and the largest sizes available, you can create shade to match your home and style. Use promo code 15 and receive up to 20% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you. For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
This is Curtis O'Brien, a convicted felon. He sexually assaulted a 5-year-old Wisconsin girl multiple times. Judge Susan Crawford could have given him 60 years in prison, but she let him walk. 2 years in prison. That's it. While his victim lives with the scars forever. She even let the predator live across the street from an elementary school. That was Crawford's choice. Another dangerous decision from Susan Crawford, putting all our kids at risk. She's just wrong for Wisconsin.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality, local meat. Stock up with our spring meat bundle, which includes drummies, ground beef, chicken, steaks, brats, ribs, and pork chops. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
All right, welcome back. Hey, the blood red moon coming in tonight. I'll be up because I'll be going to work by that time. Ooh. Rainfall kicks in, and if we go into tomorrow night, you're going to be seeing about a half an inch or less with the potential for severe weather. Be safe out there, my friends.
All right, hopefully I remember to look for the moon in the morning then.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it in the morning.
Look up.
I can't wait. All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.